What's going on, boys? Joycorn James here, and I hope you're all doing well, and welcome back to Talking About Etika, which is the series where, you know, it's in the name, we talk about Etika, and this is sort of like an unfiltered, me just going on a rant. Well, not really a rant, but I'm rambling on. There's no real editing, so forgive me if I stumble across my words like I just did there. Today I wanted to talk about the idea of if there will ever be a better streamer than Etika. Now, I know obviously we're a little bit biased considering the channel we're on, but generally speaking, I've had a look at kind of the top contenders, and if I'm being honest, I still to this day do not believe that there has, well, okay, let me reword that. At the time currently, there is no streamer on the level of Etika. In my personal opinion, I don't think there will ever be anyone on that level. Now, some of you might disagree with that one, but I genuinely can't think that anyone could disagree with the fact that there is no streamer today currently on the same level as Etika. And when I say that, I mean in terms of like all the qualities that made up Etika's, you know, the way he came across on stream. So this man had the ability to captivate people for hours on end, endlessly, like effortlessly. It was no struggle for him. Like the way he just did his streams, the interactions he had. I mean, I posted this on my Instagram story the other day, but PewDiePie had like something like 20,000 live watches the other day on YouTube, and I was looking at that and I was like, Etika has had more than that, and that was years ago. And you know, obviously PewDiePie is the king of YouTube, don't get me wrong. I'm sure on good days he has thousands, hundreds of thousands of live viewers, but I just find it interesting that PewDiePie, like the #1 most subscribed YouTuber like in the world as an actual YouTuber, not a business, was like, Etika was drawing in more live viewers than him at points. It really goes to show that, you know, Etika, channel that, you know, unfortunately never even had 1 million subscribers at the time, was still managing to pull in bigger live numbers than PewDiePie, a channel with over 100 million subscribers. And Etika, who wasn't even on 1 million, was pulling in those same live numbers. Like, it really goes to show that the connection he had with his audience and his personality on camera, like he exuded confidence to the point where it almost became this way of like having an intimate relationship with the viewer. Like when you was on stream with Etika, and I will admit I was not often able to catch his streams live as I live in the UK, and his streams were obviously very late for me, so as a young me at school, I couldn't really stay up and watch them. But there were a couple I tuned into during the Smash Ultimate reveal and other ones, and it's just this way he had, which I don't think I've seen another streamer capture, which is just, it just feels like you're sitting on the other end from him. Like it's when he looks into that camera, it doesn't feel like he looks into the camera on his lives. Well, for me anyway. Some of you guys might disagree, but for me personally, I've always felt like he was just like, it felt as if I was in the room with him. And I don't know if that sounds weird or cringy, but that's how I felt. Like, genuinely, his personality was just like, it felt like he was just chatting with a friend, with an old friend, and like you never got bored, you never run out of things to say. I know, I feel like myself sometimes if I'm talking with someone I don't really know, I'm always panicking about running out of things to say and the conversation going dead. But Etika just had a way of just communicating and connecting with his audience in a way that it just felt like it was a whole group of fucking boys just, you know, chilling together and just effortlessly talking and hanging out. And just this energy, the energy this man had was just unparalleled. I don't think I'll ever meet someone in my lifetime that could like lighten up a room as brightly as this man could. And I didn't even watch, like I'd never even met him in real life. Like for me to have not met this man in real life and for him to still be like the most energetic, brightest person in the room I can see just from on the camera, like I cannot imagine what it was like to be around him in person. It's something I always regret never being able to experience. But the fact that you know, you could clearly see that just through camera, just through watching him, was just like, it's incredible. And he like, you can very clearly see why this man had such a large audience when it came to live streaming. And to this day, it still baffles me how he never had 1 million subscribers like much earlier on. And it just saddens me because I know for a fact that if this man was around today, he would like, and this might be an over exaggeration, but I genuinely believe that Etika would be on like the minimum 3 million subscribers by now, like minimum, absolutely, especially with what's gone on over the last 1.5 years with this pandemic and lockdown and streaming taking off the way it did. I genuinely think Etika would be in like the top 10 streamers on Twitch, if not top 5, and would have like probably, as I said, at least minimum 3 million subs on YouTube. Like he would genuinely have been fucking killing it. And it sucks that we could have had like so many like lockdown streams, and it would have just been fucking amazing. It really would have. And he would have killed it as well. You know, he would have absolutely killed it. And with this Fighter Pass 2, with like all the characters, his reactions, it would have just been fucking amazing. I'm going off a bit off topic, but in general, I personally don't ever believe there will be a streamer like Etika. Just as I said, the way he was able to capture his audience, effortlessly keep up the entertainment without no break, no signs of stopping, and the connection he had with his fans is why he has such a humongous following of loyal, loyal fans. Or I wouldn't even say fans, really, I'd just say boys. Apologies for that, the camera just died for some reason, so I just got a new battery. But as I was saying, it just, this energy he had, it felt like he was in a room with the, the boys. It was just such a high energy, high environment, and that is the reason why he had such a connection with his fans. That's why, despite the fact that he didn't even have 1 million subscribers, he has such a fucking massive spread viewership, and like, he killed it. He genuinely killed it in the game, and I think he would have killed it to an immense level if he was still around today. So it really sucks, but that's just my opinion. I genuinely do believe that for all those reasons, he is the greatest streamer, like, in my mind, of all time, currently. Whether anyone will ever be able to, match that level, in my opinion, in the future, well, I mean, it's yet to be seen, I suppose, but in my opinion anyway, I don't think anyone, as of now, currently, is anywhere near that level. But that's just my opinion. I want to know what you guys think, so do let me know down in the comments below. And as a great man once said, please have yourselves a damn good one.